Hello backyard vegetable gardeners, welcome to the Backyard Vegetable Gardening channel. Today is April the 25th, 2024, and I hope you're having a great day. In the previous video I showed you how to make these long-lasting trough style planters, and in today's video I'm going to teach you how to create your own soil mix that works perfect in these beds. It's full of nutrition, well draining, and yet still has a good water retention property. If you missed that video and you'd like to learn how to build your own trough style raised planters, you can click on the card at the top of the screen. The materials you're going to need to fill each bed include 2 cubic feet of Canadian peat moss, 3 cubic feet composted manure, 2 cubic feet of coarse perlite, 2 to 3 cups of a good balanced organic fertilizer, and some mulch. In this video I used wood shavings, but you can use straw or pine needles, whichever you prefer. Some helpful tools would be a small garden fork or shovel, and a wheelbarrow could be handy depending on how many beds you're filling. When it comes to mixing the ingredients, for these particular beds I find that it's easiest to just make our mix right in the beds rather than mixing the ingredients in the wheelbarrow and transferring them into the planters. To make our mix, start by adding in 2 cubic feet of peat moss spread out evenly across the bed. You can also use amendments like cocoa coir instead of peat moss, but my preference is peat moss. At this point, you could go ahead and saturate your peat moss or cocoa coir, but I'm going to water it all in after I'm done mixing. Then, add in 3 cubic feet of compost and manure and spread it evenly throughout the bed. We want more compost and manure in our mix than peat moss, so the soil doesn't turn hydrophobic so easily. Add in our perlite, again spreading it out evenly throughout the bed. You can choose to add in the fertilizer at this point too, but I prefer to do that after mixing the primary ingredients. Now we mix it all together. More than likely, if you're using bad compost, you're going to find that there are still some larger sized clumps and maybe even a few sticks. Finish breaking them up and removing any sticks by hand. This will make planting much easier. With our primary ingredients now mixed, evenly distribute 2 or 3 cups of your balanced organic fertilizer and mix it into the top 3 inches of soil. And the last step is to just water it all in so that our mix has retained a good amount of water. When filling new beds like these, I will typically water in the bed until I begin to see a good flow of water coming out the drainage holes at the bottom. Then in about an hour or so, I'll come back and do it again. That way I can be confident that the peat moss is fully hydrated. Now it's time to add in our plants. In this video, I'm planting some more strawberries into my new planters to increase the size of our berry patch for the grandchildren, but you could plant any number of other shallow-rooted plants. Go ahead and lay out your plants along the rails at the desired spacing. For strawberries, the recommended spacing is from 12 to 18 inches. I'm going to plant mine somewhere close to every 12 inches so I can fit all the ones I purchased into the beds. If you're planting strawberries like me, then you'll need to be sure that you do not bury them too deep. If the plant's crown is buried, it will most likely rot and the plant will die. The easiest thing to do when planting strawberry plants that are already in cups or pots is to use the cup or pot to determine the depth of the planting hole. Just ensure the top of the root ball is planted even with the top of the soil in your new beds and the plants will do just fine. I'm planting all of these right down the center at the depth of about 3 inches. Don't forget to label your plants. In my particular case, I'm planting 2 different varieties, Quinaults in one and Surecrop in the other. And there's no way that I'm going to remember which one is which after a few months unless I label them right now. Now, 1 cup of water. 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 1 Once all the strawberry plants have been planted, it's essential to add in a layer of mulch. A good mulch layer will help the soil retain moisture and will prevent the leaves and the fruit from coming into direct contact with the soil. I'm using wood shavings, but you could use something like straw or pine needles, whichever you prefer. Once you've finished adding your mulch, don't forget to lightly water it in well so that the mulch stays in place. When you're finished watering in the mulch, be sure to check that the mulch hasn't buried the crowns of your strawberry plants. And that's all there is to it. Our new planters have been filled with the perfect blend of ingredients for these strawberries and about anything else. These young strawberry plants will develop into beautiful plants that will produce lots of berries in the years to come. If you want more people to learn about growing their own food right in their own backyard, then please don't forget to tell YouTube by hitting the like button so the algorithm pushes these videos out to as many people as possible. And if you like gardening or gardening related content, please also consider subscribing to the channel. According to YouTube's analytics, a good number of viewers are not subscribers, and a large percentage of those viewers are returning viewers. Liking and commenting on these videos and subscribing to the channel are the easiest ways you can help me encourage as many people as possible to learn how to grow more of their own food and have a great time doing it. So until next time, thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great day.